Did you know that the book of Philemon is a one-chaptered book in the Bible? Did you also know that the book of Philemon is a letter Paul writes to an individual? We call it the book of intercession. What is Paul interceding for? Actually, Paul is writing to a man in Colossae. His name is Philemon. And the reason why Paul wrote this specific letter, not to a broader picture of the church, but to an individual, more so to say, is because Philemon was a master, and one of his servants, or one of the slaves, who is called Onesimus, had just stolen from him, and he ran away. In the process, as Paul is in the prison, he preached to him because he's calling Onesimus as one of his sons. So he's writing this letter, giving it back to the same Onesimus to go back to Philemon's house, not just as a slave anymore, but he's going back to that house as a brother in Christ because he had received salvation through the preaching of Paul, the prisoner of Christ. And at the same time, he was under the chains in Rome. And Paul writes this letter to Philemon, first of all, commending his faith, because Philemon, there was a church that was meeting in his house, and he has this passion of helping the people, or to help the children of God or the servants of God. And so Paul does not just want to intercede for Onesimus, but also recommends the good work that Philemon is doing in Colossae. And so he's writing to Philemon to ask him to take Onesimus back. And remember that this letter, it is being given to him. And at the end of the letter, Paul is asking Philemon that, please, even as you receive my dear son Onesimus, prepare a room for me, because I'm praying to God such that when I'm released from the prison, I may come and visit you. So brothers and sisters, the book of Philemon, it is an intercession of Paul for his son.